What is going on, gamers, and a happy new year to most of you. I know there's a bunch of people that already have started the new year, so happy new year's to all of you. Now, as you can see here, we were rallying a person that their name was I Quit Now. Now, they were actually from our guild, and they were online with war gear and talents and all of that. So that's one of the reasons why we didn't really care to fill up the prison or anything like that before we started these rallies, because well, we knew that we were eventually gonna get through. But it was the usual composition. I think it was like 1.6 million each T4, and I think it was like 4 million plus of each T2. At least that's how he started. Actually 5 million of each T2 now that I'm looking at it. So yeah, it was a really solid composition, especially when we're rallying them while they have war gear and war talents on. So yeah, it was inevitable that we were definitely gonna lose some leaders there, but it gave a bunch of rally leaders a time to shine, I suppose. But there we go, we got Spartan going ahead and doing the first rally, and yeah, it didn't really work so well. We did find out later on that he was changing phalanx, so yeah, I believe he started in range phalanx, then changed to range wedge, which does change the strategy that you need to tackle it. So yeah, that did kind of mess us up there, but we at least were able to scout in between to see what was left. And yeah, it was my turn after he got caught, and here I go. I went infantry because of course we were hitting ranged, but I did not know that he would be in range wedge, which yeah, it changes a little bit. But there's my rally, and there goes my leader. Bye. It was nice to know ya. Yeah, but I mean, I did lower it down quite a bit. After that, I was like, okay, well, I guess I'm just gonna be a filler. Also, if you take a quick look at my resources, right? Yeah, I stupidly opened up 3.2 billion wood. See, what happened was I was checking my bags, right, for wood. And when you use an emulator, sometimes the little slider kind of messes with you, right? So I was checking, I think it might have been like my 150k woods or something like that. And the slider went all the way across, and yeah, it opened all of them. So now I have a bunch of wood. Yeah. All eyes on me then definitely rallied. I believe he was using the familiar that saves your leader. So, you know, he was good on that front. And then at this point we were just taking turns. Gunjam was the next one that's gonna be rallying. He was going full cast because at this point there was really not much range left. Unfortunately, there was still enough range left. So yeah, we're just losing our leaders left and right, of course. Now I was like, okay, well, since I opened up all this freaking wood, I'm gonna go ahead and start just giving people a lot of wood. I mean, phrasing, but yeah, I had nothing else to do. Also, I had the Snow Beast familiar, so I was able to actually go ahead and send out 28 million wood at a time. So if you're wondering how I'm able to do that later in the video, well, that's how. So yeah, there's another rally, and well, another leader lost. Yeah, I mean, this composition, if you can emulate this composition, about 2 million T4, you don't even need that many, maybe like 1.5 million T4 and anywhere from like 4 to 5 million T2, you would be okay, because goodness gracious. Now it was Congo's turn to go. I think he has a pretty damn good range set. Yeah, there it is. So we were hoping. Now see, you might think, well, it's only infantry and cav left, why are you sending range? Well, because of his formation, we kind of knew that we were going to end up hitting most of the cavalry, so that was our main way of getting it back. And yeah, well, his leader got saved, but he's down now to 713. So one last scout to see exactly what we're going to be running into. And let's see what exactly he has left. He has a little bit of gold, which I actually wouldn't mind. But yeah, he has no range left, like none. So now is the time to go ahead and just a barrage of cav rallies, I would think. Now they were telling us to go infantry first, but we did change it up into to go in cavalry because that was just gonna be a little bit better. And I want to use my Griffin. I figured I'll show you guys what that looks like. It's actually not even maxed yet, so it just kind of looked hilarious. This was during Guild Fest, so I was out there gathering, and I needed my armies because yeah, I needed my armies. So everybody was like, "What's going on with his castle? Like, it's there like a bunch of familiars attacking him? Like, what's going on?" And no, it was just my gatherers. Okay, I was gathering. I was out gathering. Now, Congo did have the last rally set. Y also sent a rally. I don't really know if they had full rallies or not, but I mean, he started at 690 on this one, and it lowered him to 683, so they were definitely like sending, I would at least think it was full rallies, but look at that list of leaders. Oh my goodness. But like I said, he was online changing failings and stuff like that, so yeah, he was pretty much countering us, except that he at least stayed in ranged, but he went from range failings to range wedge, which definitely changes up how you want to attack it. But we had 10 seconds left on that one, and we were hoping for the best. So there we go. We sent out the timer because at this point we didn't really need a timer, and there goes Congo's rally. Now we're just hoping for the best. He's going calves this time, and at this point we're just hoping. Like, there's no way a cav rally gets eaten by infantry and cavalry, right? Because he has no range, he has no reinforcements, like, right? Well, we smoked. But here's the good news. We have a march that came back. Like, it didn't get eaten. The first one that doesn't get eaten. So we are good to go. Now, of course, like I mentioned before, since I had all that wood out, I had to pretty much act as the wood bank for the time. But now that we had a march back, we kind of knew that this next rally by 1RP was gonna go ahead and burn him out. And there it is. All the leaders are free. Freedom! My leader is back. I don't know how she enjoyed her time, but it wasn't time to go ahead and start questioning these things. We burned. All the leaders are back. Now it's just going to be a slow descent. Now, of course, I still have a bunch of wood. I figured that I was going to go ahead and try to rally it, but come to find out there was already a rally there. So we ain't wasting no time to go ahead and get that rally started. By the way, I do have a bunch of resources that I'm going to try to get used before we migrate. The main thing I still need is stone and food, and then I'll be able to go ahead and just boost a bunch of T4. Maybe I can even stream it. So if you know anybody, or if you got some food or stone that I can maybe use, then let me know. Hit me up. Though I don't know how good I'll be able to actually check all my messages, but yeah, there's a bunch of people that wanted wood, and here's the funny part. I'm thinking, okay, so we started a rally. It's about a 5-minute rally, right? Like, no problem. I'll just go ahead and start sending resources. Since I can send 28 million at a time, I'll be able to do this rather quickly, right? Well, I did not see that there was another rally coming, and I'm thinking, okay, wait a minute. Are we gonna actually like hit this, or is this rally gonna be for not? Like, so yeah, that rally hits him, doesn't burn, which makes me wonder, like, what did you send? I don't know. But either way, I'm over here like, okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and start sending resources, and then I see fire. I'm like, hold up, he's getting soloed. He started to get soloed, so I'm like, oh, okay, so our rally is pretty much gonna be useless. Yeah, because at this point the kingdom was like already in it. Everybody started soloing, so our rally was pretty much useless. The rally stops and it's pretty much over. So let me go ahead and give you guys a recap of everything that went down. You see all the initial rallies to find out the phalanx and all that, and yeah, a bunch of fails. Let's just say that we didn't really do a bunch of damage there at the beginning, but we eventually got there. As you are probably gonna see here, he actually sends out an emote, just kind of, you know, letting us know that he was on the whole time. There it is. He was on the whole time. So yeah, unfortunately, it was somebody that quit, but you know, sometimes you may be too busy, you may have other things that's going on, and this game, people may try to quit, but let's be honest, if you quit and you leave an account, you're gonna come back, and even if you don't have an account, people come back regardless. So yeah, it is what it is. But like I said, guys, hopefully you guys have a great New Year's, and until later.